Hello, everyone, and welcome to 10F, all about psychic. So this is the Universal Energies Foundation's teachings to do with being psychic. What is psychic? So like I said, this is the Foundation teachings under the umbrella of Universal Energies with me, Jan Mayfield. There's just a little cute picture, I think, that was taken from a New York downtown psychic center. So indicating that they read palms and they look into the crystal ball. So today I want to introduce you to psychic, what is it, and opening up the third eye. Universal energies, why do I talk about universal energies? Universal energies to me are anything that is not earthly. Anything above earthly, out of earthly is an energy that connects to us whilst we're doing this sort of work. So that's what it is. Why do I do that? Because over the years, so many people of different religions, different denominations, different thoughts, and you don't want to you're not here to try and change somebody's view on what they think, feel, or say. You're here to give them an opportunity to experience something, experience some of your knowledge, but also allow them to be themselves. So it's okay to connect to the name of their God if they wish to, or to connect to the name of somebody else's God. So to make an umbrella of universal energies for people to go in and access their own beliefs is perfect in my mind. So who is Jan Mayfield? Why me? And why am I doing this? So for many, many years, I've worked as a psychic medium, connecting to the different energies, bringing messages, bringing guidance, teaching, and writing a book called Zoetic Soul. Zoetic Soul was tranced, a lot of it. So I went into a deep trance, a very deep meditation. And when you go so deep, you begin to speak and you don't remember what you've said. So each session was recorded. And then I typed up the dialogue of that session, and those sessions are in the book. There's a whole chapter on suicide from the other side's perspective. And there's quite a bit about my journey and how I got over experiences, how I lived with experiences, and how I enable my soul purpose living to take place. On the left there, you've got me just doing a bit of a mediumship demonstration to an audience of people. And on the right is just one of my favorite photographs of the moment. So Wikipedia definition of psychic. A psychic is a person who claims to use extrasensory perception, ESP, to identify information hidden from the normal senses. The word psychic is also used as an adjective to describe such abilities. So you can have psychic abilities if you want. Well, if you want. Sometimes you don't want them and they're there. So psychics. Maybe theatrical performers such as stage magicians using techniques such as cold reading and hot reading to produce the appearance of such abilities. Now, I can't actually do this, or I don't know how to do this sort of thing at the end. So to me, I don't understand it, because it said psychics may be theatrical performers. So I wish I'd got a script sometimes, because when I go on stage or when I'm in front of someone, I haven't got a clue what's going to come through until the spirits or the universe start working with me. And I've often said, if I'd got a script or if I've got a song to sing, I'd know the words. I don't know the words. And anybody else working in the way that I do doesn't know the words before they start. So stage magicians, they do use techniques, and they're not all psychics, to produce magical stage performances. Some use techniques such as I can't say it. I can't say it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, that word there, I've been practicing that before I started. I can't get it. So cold reading and hot reading to produce the appearance of such abilities. So they do say, there's been some quite famous people that do this sort of thing, the cold and the hot reading. So they read the people, they read the faces, they read the what you call it, body language and things like that. I don't know what else they read because, like I said, I can't do it. But those people are out there, and it's a skill in itself, I should imagine. So the third eye is the sixth sense. So if you imagine from here, you can see. So this is, I like this picture because when I'm using my psychic ability, I can look from here and see things that aren't open to everybody else that's looking. So that's virtually where this third eye sort of sense is. So, oops, I went too far then, sorry. There's a couple of statements here that I've heard over the years of working as a psychic medium. And I want you to think about this and create your own answer, really. Not all mediums are psychic, but most psychics are mediums. Or not all psychics are mediums, but all mediums are psychic. I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own interpretation of that. So there's no right or wrong, but think about it. And then I'll probably ask you the question again towards the end and see what you say, see what you think. So what is the third eye? The third eye, also called the mind's eye or inner eye, is a mystical and esoteric concept of a speculative, invisible eye which provides perception beyond ordinary sight. That's what Wikipedia says. The third eye is situated in the middle of your forehead between your eyes. So it's above your eyes, but more higher up than your eyebrows. And there's good old Einstein showing you his third eye location. I'm sure he had one. Would have been a man that I'd like to have met on Earth. So I'm going to take you into a short guided meditation. This is just to relax you and to just raise the energy vibration around you. So if you find yourself sitting comfortable with your feet firmly on the floor, and I invite you to just relax your arms and place them wherever comfortable, preferably with your palms up, but it doesn't matter. So on your thighs is good for me, with my palms up. And just take an inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. So inhale nose, exhale mouth, inhale nose, exhale mouth. When you're doing things like this, it's quite good to breathe into your belly, not to like breathe your shoulders up. If you look at my shoulders, they don't move. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. My belly breathes, but my shoulders don't. But anyway, so carry on in through your nose, out through your mouth. And just find your body beginning to relax itself. Allow your body to sink deeper and deeper into the chair that you're sitting on. Knowing that your feet, being firmly planted on the ground, are connecting you to Mother Earth and connecting you deeply into the core of Mother Earth, enabling you to feel stable at all times. We're just going to imagine that there's a white light coming in from the bottom of our feet, both feet together, moving in the body, moving up through the feet, ankles, lower leg, knee, upper leg, torso, spine, rib cage, chest, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, fingers, nails. The white light fills all those parts as it moves up across your collarbone to your neck, front and back, head, back, face, front, and into the top of your head. Beautiful sense of white light, then releasing out of the crown chakra and connecting you to the universal energies. As you sit there now, I'm asking the universal energies to bring in whatever is needed for this exercise that we're going to do today and connecting to the psychic within you. I'm asking the universal energies to bring in balance, to bring in knowing, to bring in love as you sink deeper and deeper into the chair that you're sitting on today. We ask the universal energies to bring in knowing, connection, if you just imagine yourself being taken out of the chair that you're sitting on and being placed on another chair that's in an open space. In front of you, in this open space, you can see a screen. On the screen, you can access any information that you want about anything in the whole wide world to do with anyone. Anyone, any objects, any words that you wish to access will be here. So in the future, if at any point you feel stuck or unable to move forward or not really knowing what to do, you can ask to be taken to the chair in front of the screen and be shown the answers to what you're looking for. Imagine the whole world, your life, as something on a screen that you can watch and change. You begin to see shapes, numbers, words, letters, colours, places, people, more objects, life. If you didn't see with your eyes, just know that that's happening. I'm going to ask you to sink a little bit deeper into the chair that you're sitting on. Become aware that the screen is being taken away. And as you stand up, I invite you to walk forwards. And I invite you to walk forwards and you realise that you're walking on warm sand. And as you move forward a little bit more, you come to the edge of the ocean. You can smell the sea. You can hear the seagulls. You can look out for miles and miles and just see water. Someone's placed a chair behind you and you're going to sit on that now. We're just going to say to the universal energies that in the next half an hour or so, that you are quite willing and you in yourself invite any energy that you need to come around you to help you to understand and connect to whatever is needed. As we just sit and listen to the gentle lapping of the water, we have lots of things running through our mind, which is good because it means you're alive. We have a sense of wanting to rock backwards and forwards to the sound of the waves, to the stillness and the calm behind you, to the heat of the sunshine shining on your body. Just feel and sense and know that you're in the right place, doing the right thing at this moment in time. Asking you to breathe in through your nose to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, and exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. You should feel at peace, joyful, but anticipating what's going to happen next. And keep that anticipation as I want you to stand up from the chair and just walk back to where the other chair was. I'd like you to sit down and know that you've been taken back into the chair where you originally began before you went into this little meditation. I invite you now to wiggle your toes and your fingers, to shimmy shake your shoulders, and to blink your eyes open. So just want you to stay in that relaxed state. You may have had all different things coming in, but that's okay. Just feels nice and comfortable. So ways of opening up your third eye could be through meditation, and we'll do a third eye opening meditation a little bit later. Massage. You can massage the third eye area. You can also have a full body massage, which will help to eliminate and detoxify your body. So you can be opening up your lymphatic glands and releasing any toxins that you don't require. Or you can just massage here. To eat healthily. You know, I noticed that every time I gave up something that wasn't healthy, my intuition, my third eye, opened up more and more. And I've recently, when I was just before recording this, or maybe a year, became vegan. Vegan, vegetarian. I don't want to put myself in a category because sometimes I do eat cheese. So in that way, but healthily eating mostly vegetables, plant-based, and keeping away from wheat, eggs, and all that stuff. And I noticed that my third eye, my intuition was just like this, like this, like this. It's always been good, and I didn't think that it could get any better, but it has. Drinking lots of water. You know, our bodies are 70 to 80% water. So why would we only put in 10% water? Then our body's going to look for it and find it. So putting strain on other organs. I drink a litre first thing in the morning, usually of warm water. Sometimes I put lemon in, sometimes I don't, because the water in my body doesn't have lemon in it. It doesn't have ginger. It is water. And then throughout the day, I personally try and drink 3 litres a day, but you will find you can work out your literage on your weight. There's a calculation you can do. Again, you can look on Google for that, but it's there. But to drink water when you first wake up just feeds all your organs, plumps them up, doesn't it? Because you're giving it the water that you've lost while you were sleeping. To decalcify the pineal gland. So the pineal gland is a whole nother story. You can go and look up that. You can look up how to decalcify. Some of these things that I'm talking about here are all about, decalcifying the pineal gland. So be natural in all areas. Whatever you can do, be natural. So, you know, too much toxic deodorant and perfumes and that aren't said to be good. However, you know, it's okay to spray perfume and oils and things. So just be natural. Be natural in nature. Go out in nature. Take your shoes off and allow your feet to eat up the ions and the, I think it's ions and I don't know if it's magnesium that comes up through the bottom of your feet when you're on earth. So not on a lump of concrete, on the actual earth. Garlic is said to enhance the opening up of your third eye. I don't know how true this is, but the garlic anyway. But I do know that I crave garlic sometimes, and I probably need to take a note of if it's what happens when I've craved the garlic. Cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, organic, is said to cleanse and neutralize the body. So those are some of the things that you can do to help your third eye to open up, to help you to start to see things more clearly. So the all-seeing eye, it's called sometimes. So you can see visions. So sometimes, I think that picture at the beginning is really good because as it puts the line across here, we are looking here, but inside out. So as we can see visions. So for example, in our third eye, I can keep my eyes open and still see from my third eye. But some people need to close their eyes to see through the third eye. So visions, you can see visions, you can see things that are there for you, things for other people. You can see into the future. So sometimes you can be looking and you'll see things and you know that it's going to be for your future. You'll know that it could be for somebody else's future. So if you was doing a psychic mediumship reading, it's likely that you're going to be shown visions for the other person. So you have to describe what you see into the future. So somebody could be sitting with you, maybe having a little reading or something, and they'll say, no, I don't understand, I don't, no, we're not connecting. But actually you're giving them their future. Sometimes, very occasionally, I think about twice in my whole life, I've sat with somebody doing a reading and they've not been able to take it. No, I don't understand, we're not connecting. And then they start to get all negative. So I've explained that I can be seeing their future. So I've suggested that they go away and see what happens in their life. And they have sent me a message saying, oh my gosh, it's all happened as you said it would. We can see into the past. So we can see into the future. We can also see into the past. So we can be shown what's happened in the past for us and for other people. We can see things around, what's going on around, what's going on a little bit externally to us and other people. So you can see things in and around other people. So if I was looking at someone else in their auric field or just by sensing through my third eye, I would know instinctively what's going on in their life. I might not tell them if they're a stranger in the street, but you can see it. So many highly successful people owe, whether knowingly or unknowingly, their fame and fortunes to developing and trusting the data received from their activated third eye, making it no coincidence that such great majority of successful people practice meditation. Now that's according to the Eco Institute. You can look that up again on Google. So I was researching about third eye and knowing and things like that, and I thought that was quite important, really. So many highly successful people owe, whether knowingly or unknowingly, their fame and fortunes to developing and trusting the data received from their activated third eye, making it no coincidence that such a great majority of successful people practice meditation. And as we move on in life, as you know, we become more open to these things, more people, highly successful and other people, are openly saying, I meditate. There's the runner that on the day of the race, previously to that, they imagine getting up. What do they drink? What do they have for breakfast? Do they have a little run? What do they do? How does the track feel? They get to the track. You know, is there an audience there when they get there? What does it feel like to stand on the starting blocks? What does it feel like to go? What does it feel like to run? What does it feel like to hear the crowd shouting them on? Do they zone out? Are they listening to what the shouting and screaming and the encouragement that they're being given? What does it feel like to be first past that finishing line? This is what successful people do. They visualize themselves in a particular scenario, but equally you can be given things like that in dreams also. But that's going off on a little bit more of a tangent. But meditation often brings in what's going to be happening to you in the future. So the center of wisdom and other words which are our third eye, so words that are associated to do with your third eye. I kind of like that center of wisdom sort of. I like to think that I've got a center of wisdom here, you know, because it feels good to get all this information to pass on to other people. I know it's not me that's doing it, and I know that I'm a vessel to be worked through and used to give information to other people, but to think of that as a center of wisdom, when I'm not giving it for other people, clearly there's going to be information there for me, and the same for you. So intuition, psychic abilities, you're making mine itch, you know, sometimes I have to rub mine. Intuition, psychic ability, clairvoyance, your eyes, pineal gland, willpower, higher consciousness, insight, spiritual discernment, distribution center for transmitting prana, which is energy, to other parts of the body. Divine experiences. Don't you just love them? Time. Is there such a thing as time? I don't believe there's such a thing as time. I believe time was created by someone, and our friend Einstein, he didn't believe in time either. I don't. I just don't believe that time exists as in hours, minutes, and that. Telepathy. I definitely believe in telepathy, and I've practiced this, and you know, connecting to people the other side of the world and in different countries, knowing what they're doing, knowing what they're saying, and sending and putting your thoughts into someone else, that they actually phone you up and say, oh, I was just thinking such and such and such and such, and you know that you'd been sending those thoughts to them. So a lot of this is connecting to the third eye, your center of wisdom. So how do I connect to mine? I basically relax and let it happen. But we can go into a meditation like I did at the beginning to soften. So you don't literally have to go into meditation, especially when you've been doing it for a while. But, you know, in a lot of these teachings, I talk to you about my breathing. And you'll notice when I do live feeds, or if you sit with me and have a one-to-one, or even if you watch me in a demonstration to an audience, my breathing changes, and it just does it naturally. And you'll notice that as I get more connected, the more I'll go. I do that kind of thing, but I don't stand up and go like this. It's just natural. And it just, sometimes when the connection changes, so if I'm working with this person over here and then I know that I'm finishing and I need to go over here, my breathing changes and I know I'm going. That is just the way I connect. So to find yours, to practice and to realize and be aware, to know yours is kind of good, but you don't have to know it. I've got a thirst for knowledge. I just have anything to do with this sort of work. And so that my thirst for knowledge will help you, because I will pass that knowledge on to you. And I want to help other people. So a need or a want to help other people. I definitely eat healthily. No additives, very, very few additives. If I have additives, I notice the next day that they don't agree with my body. So very rarely do I have them. Meat, I don't eat, or alcohol, I don't drink. Now, I didn't consciously say I'm not going to drink alcohol. I have drank alcohol over the years, but my body decided it didn't want it, as with the meat. I went through all the meats. I've eaten all meat. And then I came down to chicken for about 5 years, just chicken. And then even that went, but it was natural. Even fish naturally went out of my my diet, if you like. And I think sometimes it's very important in life, whether you're talking about psychic or just growing yourself, to listen to your body. So if your body's making you cringe a bit at cooking some meat, maybe your body's saying you don't need that in it. Your body is an amazing organ, and it does respond, and it will tell you what it needs and what it doesn't need. But you have to be open to receiving that information. So listen and relax. And I invite you to join me now in a guided third eye meditation. Now, I will tell you this here, because one lady that's done this, now hundreds of people have done it, and only one person has said to me that it gave them a headache. I'll do this in the most gentlest way. If you feel anything to do with a headache coming on, then I suggest that you stop. She could have been going to have that headache, whatever she did. It doesn't mean that this caused the headache, but I do want to make you aware of it, because I was made aware of it. So just take yourselves down into that beautiful place of relaxation, like we did before. And I invite you to take an in-breath through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and relax your hands and your arms and your shoulders. Your feet are firmly on the floor, your back supported in the chair that you're sitting in. And I just want you to feel that lovely connection to you, really. Feel that connection to yourself. And I want you to take your eyes to your third eye point, but inside. I want your mind to be going up there. I don't want your mind on your feet or your knees. I want your mind to be in the middle, above your nose area of your forehead. So in the middle of your forehead. And I want your eyes to be looking there. If you can lift your eyes inside your eyelids and look to that area. So your eyes are slightly lifted, looking up towards your forehead and looking out. So whereas I sat you on a chair before and put a screen in front of you, that is similar to what I want you to experience now. So you're sitting looking through your forehead, but if it's like a screen, so you imagine the inside of your forehead to be a screen. And that's where you will see at some point, either today or another time, pictures, symbols, colours and shapes. So we're just going to ask, I'm assuming that everybody sees black to start with. And then we're going to ask the universal energies to begin to bring in a colour from the outside edges of your vision. Now, this may not work first time. You may not see a colour. You may see black the whole time. You might get a sense in your belly that, oh, I think there's green, but I can't really see green, but you know there's green. So we're okay on knowing, sensing and feeling. So as we look forward into the inside of our forehead, I'm asking for a colour to join you on the external sides of your screen. So if you just take an inhale and then exhale and allow this colour to grow. Allow the colour to grow. It may go into a swirl, might stop on the edges, might change into a different colour. You might get all the colours of the rainbow, but equally you could stay with black. I'm asking that you be open and allow anything that needs to come into that vision. But some of you might not get anything to start with. And all this is fine. So just to exercise your third eye, I'd like you to lift your eyes a little bit higher than where you're looking now. To hold for 1, 2, to lower the gaze inside, down, 1, 2, to move to the left, 1, 2, to move to the right, 1, 2. And then we're going to go up, 1, down, 1, left, 1, right, 1. And then look to your screen inside your forehead. So if you imagine the inside of your forehead is your screen, that will get more depth, more width, and more height as you carry on. So we're asking the universal energies to open up your third eye vision. So I want you to imagine, please, that you can see in front of you 4 doors. So you will see, imagine, or just know that these doors are there. I want you to see the white door. All the other doors are different colours. I want the white door. Take an inhale and exhale. We'd like you to open the white door, please. I want you to know that as you step forward through that door, I would like you to do that now, to visualize yourself stepping forward into the white room through the white door. I want you to close the door behind you. I want you to know that what is behind the door that you've just closed is self-doubt, unworthiness, disbelief, jealousy, envy, procrastination, ego. And I want you to know that all those things, in the way that you've used them to date, are left behind. You may have a little bit of some of that comes through with you, but that's okay, because we can release that another time. I want you to look in front of you, and I want you to see through the inside of your forehead. We're asking for an eye to be shown to you. So ask for the eye to be shown. Now, some of you will just know there's an eye. Some of you will have an eye looking at you and it might blink and it can make you jump a little bit. So if that happens, then say thank you very much, and it will go as quick as it came. So imagine that third eye. You imagine on your screen inside your forehead is an eye looking at you. And we ask that to go now. We also want you to look inside the white room that you're in, and you can see a pedestal, and on it is a glass eye. It looks very real, but it's made of glass. I want you to go up and I want you to polish the lens on it. I want you to just, there's a cloth by the side, and I want you to just pick it up and polish the lens on it. And I want you to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me vision. I would like you to say those words. And I want you to stay in this room and look around. All the walls are white, all the floor is white, and all the ceiling is white. I want you to imagine that your screen inside your forehead is white, and anything that needs to be shown to you will come from the white. So I could say to you, triangle, and your mind's eye would show you a triangle, but you can then decide and change the color. I can say square. I can say diamond. I can say mother. I can say grandfather. This doesn't have to be your mother. This could be an image of what you perceive a mother to be. So there's lots of ways that you can help yourself to open up your intuition, your third eye, and your seeing. Remember, this is just the foundation of connecting to third eye and opening it up to all possibilities. Some of you will have been looking through this for a long time. Others are just beginning out. So this is the beginning of opening up your third eye. I'm getting a lot of purple when my eyes are closed and I'm looking. So I'm sending that out to the universe, because for me, purple is a healing color. So as you can see, you don't actually have to go into a deep meditation. You just need to calm yourself. And as you calm, you raise. So you calm yourself and raise your energy to receive information into your third eye. So I'd like you now just to open your eye when you eyes when you feel like it. Wiggle your fingers and toes, because you've probably sat still for a while. Do a shimmy shake with your shoulders. And maybe an in-breath would be nice. So an inhale, and then exhale yourself back into the chair that you're sitting on. So how do you feel? What did you see, sense, or know? Because sometimes we don't see, we just know. Sometimes we don't sense, we see, and sometimes we sense. So there are different ways of seeing, knowing, and sensing. Find ones that work for you. They will come naturally to you, and also they may change at different times. So if you're doing a reading for somebody that requires psychic ability, don't always think you're going to receive messages in exactly the same way for everyone. Get used to what is normal for you coming in, so that you can help to speak to other people what you're seeing. It's amazing. I love it. So we can see colours, shapes, people, landscapes, buildings, transport, flowers, water, ocean. We can see anything. We can see anything that the universe wants to show us. So you could see the universe, you could see planets, you can see guides, you can see anything. You can just see anything, you know, and we can see knowing, we can see intuition, we can see about others, we can see about events. So anything. I could just talk to you about what you can see forever, but sometimes you will have like a core number of things that you might see regularly. Like when if I close my eyes and I'm doing a reading and I'm looking third eye, they give me a sense of something that tells me that that person would have had a passing around them, usually within a year. So, and I always get that. And whenever I get that, I know. So there's other things that you can get, you can receive. Maybe you might receive a square or see a cube with some writing on it. And that will always mean the same to you. You'll have your own little, it's like certain guides work with you and just give you certain things for yourself. What I see, you might not see. What somebody else sees, I might not see. So everything is different. That's why it's important to open up your own third eye, to connect to your own third eye intuition and see what it is, see what it feels like, and help yourself to move forward on that. And just because someone gets something different, it doesn't mean that either of you are right or wrong. It just means that's what that person sees on that day for that person, and the same goes for you or me. And that's why as well that I encourage you to be your own unique self and work in your own way. I'm here to guide you, teach you things, but also to enable you to work for yourself in your own way. And that way you'll go far. If you try and work towards the teacher, which a lot of teachers do, you will only ever be as good as that teacher, because your mind will think, oh, well, that must be wrong because that teacher doesn't see it. But please, anything is possible, I know. So thank you so much for being part of this foundation teaching and connecting to your third eye. You can connect to the little meditations. You can watch this as much as you want to. And sometimes it's good to watch 2 or 3 times, because each time you do it, you'll get different things. So thank you so much. Remember, there's no right or wrong. So here we are at number 10, looking at psychic. Excuse me, I've got hiccups coming here. So if you've been with me from 1, you will have looked at all those: grounding and protection, chakra, cutting cords, meditation, past lives, energy awareness, healing, recognizing divine guidance, and onto aura, and then now psychic, and then mediumship is to follow. You might have just dipped in and taken psychic, in which case you can dip in and take any more at any time when the time's right for you. So there's a whole lot of development within different Facebook groups. So it's up to you how you take your development forward. I have a Universal Energies development group. It's now called Development Space, because I had to rejig the group because Facebook brought something new out and I wanted to use it. You can read about this on my website. It is a private Facebook group. It is a secret Facebook group, so no one can see who's in it and no one can see your comments. There's a live classroom once a week on Zoom. This is usually on a Friday at the moment, and we discuss the week and we have some teachings in there. There's teaching and guidance twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays within the group, and ongoing support. So if you can message me on Messenger and I will answer. You can drop a message into the groups, or the people might answer you, or I will come in. If you need a bit of guidance or support, that is a monthly fee. There's a monthly fee connected to that. You're not tied in, and if you stay for 2 weeks and then decide to leave after that, then there is no refund. However, you know, it's on a rolling month by month development group, and you know, it's sort of open for all abilities. All the units that we've done are stored in there, so you can come in and access everything that we've ever done in the group. The other thing that you could do if you wanted to stick with me is a 1-month premium support. This is a Facebook group, although I have to say not many people go in there. People are too busy in this one. They want the support, so that's why they're doing it. So they want the consistent, consistent support for a whole month from me and them, me and them, me and them. It helps you to get on track. I'll identify your blocks. I'll help you with past lives and recognizing things, whether they're for you or not in the future. We'll do a whole lot of stuff with you. I'm there for you. So if you have decisions to make, whether you're at work, whether you're doing a spiritual work, whether you've got a spiritual business, whether you're switching from corporate to spiritual, you know, spiritual kind of a business, then I'm there for you. So I am going to be your voice. I'm going to be your go-to accountability partner for that month. That obviously there's a monthly fee for that. Some people come back month after month. Others just do a one-off. It's if you need a boost. And I've often looked for this for myself in the past when I thought, oh, I just really want to get stuck into something. Somebody to give me a boost, somebody to help me along the way. That's what that's for. If you're 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, that's what that's for, because then you'll be like, oh, hang on a minute. Let's, Jan, ask the universal energies why I'm taking steps back. What do I need to release so that I can move forward? So that's perfect. I love that myself, and I love being in it. Equally, I like the development group because you're gradually developing it over time. So again, thank you so much for being here with me today in the Foundation Teachings. My website is universal-energies.com, also janmayfield.com, but I am merging into Universal Energies. Facebook, Jan Mayfield 11, or Jan Mayfield's page will take you to where all the spiritual stuff goes. Lots of different Facebook groups going on if you ask. YouTube, Twitter and LinkedIn is Jan Mayfield. Instagram, Jan Universal Energies. And if you wish to email me, it's jansmail@hotmail.co.uk. Have an amazing time. Have an amazing life. And if I never ever see you again, I wish you all the love and happiness that I know that you can have from living your soul purpose in your life. So much love, much guidance and blessings to everyone today.